Lactose intolerant? Probably not. Today you will learn 5 things that really probably are the problem. Number 5 is the one you most want to hear. You'll also learn some solutions and the real benefits of truly going upstream and identifying what is the problem, then you get a real solution. With that crazy milk that you buy at the grocery store, there are several things that can be wrong with it. But first, imagine that 2 different people have let's say you have a bucket. Pretend there's a bucket in your body that holds all of the stressors, chemical, physical, and emotional stressors. And eventually your bucket is almost full of mercury and lead and environmental toxins and emotional stressors, perhaps some subconscious trauma. And then you add one more thing to the bucket, which might be commercial milk. And then your bucket starts to overflow and you feel like you just can't get resolves. You just can't get a resolution to the problem. That could be the first problem. It really wasn't the milk. It was all that other stuff that had been accumulating in your body since conception. That could be one of the problems. Second, when you get commercial milk, it is full of chemicals and pesticides that should not go into a healthy body. And many people are reactive to that. Again, consider the bucket theory. Third would be pasteurization. When they pasteurize milk, they're killing a lot of the bacteria, and that's what makes milk, one of the things that makes milk very healthy. 4 could be the homogenization. That process is something that your body could be responding to. That makes the fats in the milk rancid and hard for your body to digest. But number 5, this is the big one. Milk in America, the dairy cows in America have been bred for very high volume. While they were doing that, they became A1 beta-casein. Most of the milk in the grocery stores is A1 beta-casein. That's a kind of protein that's very large. It's a protein that's very hard for the human body to digest. If you follow natural healthcare practitioners, you've probably heard that the protein in milk is something the body can't digest. Well, that's true if it's A1. However, ancient dairy cattle produced A2 beta-casein, which is a very small protein, very easy for the human body to digest. That is probably what people are most sensitive to. That is the number one reason that people think they can't drink milk, because when they drink commercial milk, it makes them sick. It's probably the A1 beta-casein, not the lactose. So instead of drinking that fake aid stuff, here's the real solution. Think about the concept, food by God for the body by God. Let's go all the way back to ancient man. Milk came out of a cow, a sheep, a goat, and they drank it. That milk was raw. It was not pasteurized, which damages the bacteria. It was not homogenized, which damages the fat. It had a flood of healthy bacteria. The cows were 100% grass-fed. That would be very important, looking for healthy milk. Second, these days it has to be tested to be sure it's A2. Many times you might call a dairy and say, is your milk A2? And they'll say, yes, it's Jerseys or Gernsteins, breeds that traditionally are A2. However, in America, you cannot rely on those to truly be A2. You have to test the cows. So before you buy the milk, you need to ask the farmer if they have tested their cows to be sure they are producing A2 beta-casein. Next, number 3, your milk needs to be raw. You don't want the pasteurized, homogenized stuff. Now, in Texas right now, you can buy raw milk directly from the farmer. And that's what we do. We buy, in fact, you can look here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. The line right here, all of this is the healthy cream, that really good fat. Raw milk has a perfect combination of healthy fats, very easy protein, easy to absorb, and perfect ratio of carbs. It's practically the perfect food when it's raw and organic and A2. So there's a lot of qualifiers there. You do have to work in America to find healthy food. The benefits of this raw milk, in addition to the protein, the fat, the carbs, you've got the bacteria, and you have variation. Every time they milk the cows, you're getting different kinds of bacteria because the cows are eating different plants based on the seasons. So we like to buy our milk maybe every 2 weeks or maybe once a month, and you can freeze it and it tastes great. Even when my kids were young and they were really picky and their friends were picky, they would all drink the thawed, previously frozen raw milk. So you don't have to drive out to the farm every week. You can buy a big batch, put it in the freezer. The best way to thaw it is it'll take at least a day in the fridge, or you can put it in a big tub of cold water, and that will help thaw it more rapidly. I hope this information helps if you have been drinking that fake stuff, or if you've just been avoiding milk, thinking that it's not healthy. I hope this opens up your eyes to one of the most perfect foods available.